Laurie here and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it is your first time here. If it is your first time here, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and that little bell so you're notified whenever I put up a new video. So sorry for the abrupt ending last time. I had to put my one to bed and I just couldn't get back on while he was sleeping. Obviously I film in my bedroom and that's where he sleeps. So sorry about that. But on to part 6, I believe. I think last one was part 5. I probably should count them before I go on to the next video, but I mean that would be the smart thing to do, and then there's the Laurie thing to do. So it's either 5 or 6, possibly 7. So obviously if you've been following along, you know that we've got our invisible pocket. We've got all our panels down, and our lace, and our flippy flaps, and things like that. If you haven't been following along, I will link the previous videos down below, as I would definitely recommend watching those first. So we've got our little gusseted pockets here and here, and then our Tim Holtz spine, and our little pulley pocket. So really, we're nearly done. The last thing that we have to do is this guy. So I think what I'm actually going to do is something extremely simple. And I'm going to sort of imitate what I did in the last one, and that is I'm going to basically put a piece of paper. So this is some really pretty letter paper that I got from Wish, and I think I'm just going to basically grab one of those little, well not little, those massive bulldog clips and just clip it on the top, and that way whatever the recipient wants to do with this, they can. And they've also got a awesome clip that they can use as well. And obviously a very cute little piece of paper, and obviously they don't have to do anything with it. They could use this as a letter book, so they would keep like all their letters and envelopes and things like that in here, and basically use it to store and then write their letters. So I mean that's obviously one way of using this. The whole idea is that after I've sent it is that they'll be able to continue to use it for whatever purpose they want to use it for, whether it's storing ephemera or something like that, I don't know. But basically what I'm going to do now is start to fill it up. So I'm going to go and grab the stuff that I have sort of laid aside at the moment, and I will be right back. So I kind of just went through my little stash and I've put together just a little collection. I still have to put more in my other one, but I wanted to get these videos done before my surgery next week. So I may not even wait to start the next folio before I put this video up. I go in for surgery next week and I won't be able to film obviously during recovery. So I'm just going to kind of get as many videos done beforehand as I can. So I apologise if you've given me suggestions for the folio and I don't see them basically until after the fact. But I want to get these folios sent away to my pen pals as soon as possible, and if I wait till after recovery they may not get them for like another few months, which I really don't want to do that to them. So I apologise. But I may take your considerations into a lap book or something that I'm making at the moment. Well, I'm making one at the moment that isn't finished. I could possibly put suggestions into that, so definitely still give me suggestions, as I would love to hear your suggestions. But if they don't go into these, I will definitely either be making one for myself or my daughter. I'll be making those anyway, so I may put them into those or into my lap books, which I'm going to be making a few of. So if you'd like a little lap book series, let me know. But anyway, also if you hear me chewing gum, I apologise. I'm currently trying to stop smoking and I need to kind of chew something, so I'm pretty much constantly chewing gum at the moment, and I have been in the last few videos, so I apologise if that is annoying or distracting to anyone. But I'm doing really well and I don't want to kind of give in, so I have been chewing gum, so I apologise for that. But anyway, moving on. So I've got a bunch of handmade ephemera, and some, like, this is a digi kit from maybe Artemis or Tsunami Rose, one of the two. It was one of the first kits I bought, and it was Artemis and Tsunami Rose that I first bought. This is also a printout that I have sort of made into tracing paper. So if you'd like a video on how I did that, let me know. And then I've made it into a little envelope. So it's kind of like tracing paper, so it can still be written on, but it's also just slightly see-through. And I've distressed it, obviously. So that's a digi, not a digi print, but it's off of Pinterest. I've got some Franken tags here, a large one and a small one. I've got a little tuck spot that says "Let the wind carry you." So again, this would be glued, the two corners would be glued down, and that would be stuck on a page. I've got a little double pocket here. This can be folded down to create a third pocket, or it can be left as a little book. So pages could be added here, or another pocket, or whatever. The possibilities are endless. I've got one of my little tags. It's also a little journaling area, and it's also a paper clip. So I've got that. I've also got this sort of tri-fold booklet. I got this idea from it's not coming to me. I got it from someone. But basically I've just collaged with my scraps on all of the page, like the pages. Basically I've used a piece of writing paper to cover this up, so it can be journaled on or it can be stuck down. I've got a few pages here. I've got a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket here, and a pocket here. Gail Agustinelli, there we go. I got the idea from Gail Agustinelli. So then I also have just regular ephemera. So I've got some tickets here. I've got like a little bus, well, not little, but I've got a bus ticket. I've got a flight ticket. I have one of these and I have no idea what it is. It looks like a calendar of some sort, but I've never seen one like it, so I really don't know what it is, but it's cool. I've got a couple of bookmarks here as well, but they're just pretty. So this one says best wishes, and this one's like of London. I've got a couple of just double-sided ephemera here, a little piece here, and just a few other little bits and bobs of ephemera. Then I also have a scrap book, so basically a bunch of my own cut-offs and scrap pieces of paper, and I've just put a hole in them and tied them together with a bit of sari silk. This is actually decoupaged tracing paper. And I got the idea for this from Nick the Booksmith, but instead of making it into an actual little journal, I only put a hole in one side, and that way, if I didn't want the hole, they're only going to be losing a little corner of the paper rather than the whole top portion of it. I have these little paper clips that I got gifted after a purchase, so I'll just take them out here for a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, so they're really cute. It's got a little, I keep flipping it this way because the camera is there. I flip it round so it's easier for myself, so I'm not constantly having to work upside down. But it's got a little teddy bear and a little guitar. So I'm going to pop this in here. I'm just leaving it in there so it doesn't kind of fly about when it's like getting posted, basically. And one of my little cards that I absolutely love, it's like a postcard, but it's got like music paper and then a floral of some sort, and I absolutely love these cards. And then I have a napkin, and I just really like those napkins as well. And then I've got the little journals that I've made as well. So it's got all the different pages, so just tea-dyed paper, some hand-dyed paper, a little brown glassine bag, doily. I'm actually looking for the other side of that glassine bag because I'll need to cut it. But yeah, some more handmade paper, not handmade, hand-dyed. Oh no, so just a general selection of pages, and this goes in our little spinal area here. So I need to find the centre. So I'll pop this in. And that's one thing done. And as you probably could see, it does have pockets on either side. And then a whip stitched around it to kind of hold it together. So I'll be popping something in each of these pockets as well. I may even put the napkin in one of those actually, just to keep it safe. And then I'm just going to kind of randomly disperse all of this stuff here. The one thing that I know I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting this in the Polly Pocket. And that's probably the only thing I'll put in the Polly Pocket at the moment. Just because I know the Polly Pocket, this is big enough to hold it basically. I have made 3 of these up for my 3 pen pals. And that's where I'll be putting most of putting them basically. Maybe put a tag in here, hopefully, possibly. Maybe too big. Put this in here. And this, actually I'm going to put this in here. Possibly. There we go. Will my tag fit in here? Maybe. Yes! Woohoo! Right, I'll put this tag. Might trim that down a little actually. I haven't trimmed off any of the tails because I particularly like them. But obviously, once they get them, if they don't want them, they can definitely trim these off. So yay, that fits in there, and I've just popped the other tag in there. I'm going to take this off actually until I've finished putting my stuff in, because that's going to obviously stop me getting stuff in either pocket. So I think I'll pop some tags in this guy, and then I'll pop the longer things like these two and this. Pop these two in first actually. So I'll pop this lot in here in a way that they're kind of peeking out. Try this again. I feel like I should put something else in there, so I'm going to put this tag in here as well. And I'm going to just kind of leave it peeking out like so. Or what I might do actually is put this one in, since it is taller, and just leave it peeking out so you can see a lot of the detail there. And then for this, I obviously get it open, but at the same time I'm running out of space. So in this little bit here, I'm going to put these two in this middle pocket, like so. I might put this one in here actually. And then I've got a couple of these guys here for them to decorate. Might want to put it in the right way. To decorate themselves. So I'll pop 2 of these in. Stop sliding. There we go. And I've got a bit of cheesecloth there as well. I can't remember if I pointed that out or not. So I'll pop this in the gusseted pocket actually, because it's quite thick. And I'll pop the paper clip in the other gusseted pocket. And then I'm going to pop these little guys, all these little pieces of ephemera in here. And I'm going to pop this envelope in here. No, not. Let me put this in the other side of this pocket here. And I'll do the same with that one. Then I still have my cheesecloth, and I'm probably going to add some other wee things as well, but I haven't decided what yet, or if I'll be able to fit them in. I may pop the cheesecloth in this big pocket as well. Just kind of open it up ever so slightly, and pop that in there like so. And then I can put my letter page back on top. I'm trying not to bring this too far down because otherwise it doesn't close properly. There we go. And I don't know, do I want to tuck that in first? Yes. So I'm just going to go and grab my seam binding. Okay, so I just grabbed my seam binding, and I'm basically going to kind of cut it to about 2 arm lengths, which is more than enough. I don't know why I'm putting that back on because I'll need to trim it down. I'll try and remember what store I got this from, but it was on Etsy, and it did come in this big, what do you call it? I think it was 100 yards in white, and they did have other colours. I cannot talk today. They did have other colours, so I'll try and list that down below, but it was a while ago. If you're looking to get some seam binding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a short bit and a long bit, and the long bit will wrap all the way around the folder. I think this will be too long. And the short bit will stay put. So basically it will wrap around like so. And then this bit here just stays where it is, and that's how I tie it. I just tie them together, and that will keep it closed. Like so. And then this bit I'm just going to wrap up and add inside here, because why not? You could use seam binding there as well instead of twine. Let me put this in this pocket here if I can. There we go. So I may add a stamp or something to this, which I think I will. So I'm going to grab my stamps and I will be right back. So I just grabbed my book of stamps, and then I have a couple of see-through jelly stamp type things. So these are all like actual postage, like airmail and things like that, and so are these ones, but these ones are like French. But I really like this little wispy thing that comes in this. And then I've also got a script type stamp as well. And then I've also grabbed my archival ink in jet black from Ranger, and I've grabbed my little stamping block as well. And I also grabbed this little piece of like lace, and I was thinking of maybe putting it here like so. Too many things on my little desk. So yeah, I was thinking of popping it right there, and then putting a stamp underneath like here, and then stamping on it as well. So I've got quite large stamps here. Someone must be at the door because the dog's going crazy. And so I've got some larger stamps here. Quite like that one, but I want it to kind of be longer, so it's going long ways, kind of like this one here. Might use this one. So I get a lot of my stamps. I think I actually got all of my stamps on either AliExpress or Wish. I do get a lot of my craft supplies from AliExpress and Wish. I feel like it's the best place to buy in bulk, and that's what I like to do. I like to buy a lot of things so that I have a selection and so I don't run out, especially considering it comes from like China, so it takes a while. So if I was only buying like one or two, I would have used them up by the time the next ones came, if you know what I mean. So I actually got some art glitter glue, so I'm going to try that to stick this down. I don't like to just stick it down because I feel like it won't stay there. It is a sticker, obviously, but I like to reinforce my stickers. So I got this from a website that I'll link below. Someone did give, like a lot of people, when I put up on, I was going to say YouTube, but no, when I put up on Facebook that I was having difficulty finding it, a lot of people did help me out with some links. The only thing that I found was that because they were being mailed from America, the packaging price was like ridiculous. And I mean, like, one of the sites, it was £22 for postage and packaging, which, I'm sorry, no, it worked out that I was paying pretty much the same price. It was about 40 odd pound just for an 8-ounce bottle, and the fine tip with the pin, it was turning out to be about £45 because of the postage. And no way, I'm sorry, no glue am I spending, no way am I spending that amount on glue. I'm not working at the moment because I'm on sick leave, and there's just no way I could afford to pay £45 on glue. And even if I could, I probably wouldn't do it anyway, purely because it's just outrageous. But I found this one, and it's a UK website. The only thing is they only sell the 2-ounce bottles. They don't have the bigger ones. So it's about £2.50 shipping because it is in the UK, and it actually came really quickly. I was surprised by how quickly it came because it was here in like 2 days. So I'm not used to my stuff taking at least a month to get to me, that I was completely shocked by that. So I'm just going to use my 3-in-1 Fabri-Tac glue to stick that lace down. And I just get this stuff on Amazon, and it is my favourite. I love this glue. I cannot go without it. I go through like one of these a week. And I absolutely love it. So I'm going to grab this guy here, and I think I'm going to stamp this one. I'm probably the world's worst at stamping, like no joke. I really want to get one of those the Tim Holtz stamping platform, I think it's called, at some point, but I'm hoping to get a die cut machine first. So I'm going to put this stamp just above that, I think. Probably shouldn't have stuck my lace on. I'm just going to stick it there. like so. And then I'm going to go into my other little stamp kit thingy here. And again, I got these on AliExpress as well. The only thing that I couldn't find was a bigger version of this, which is quite frustrating because I really like it, but I would prefer it was bigger. So what I do is I stamp it once and then I go and stamp right again underneath it. And I try to kind of line it up as well as I can. So it's like got the thicker version of it. And obviously I could then go in and do that, but I honestly don't trust my skills to line that up very well. But because of the wobbly lines, I can do the one under the other. So then I'm going to grab this script style, and I'm just going to kind of randomly dot it on, and I don't want it to be very harsh. I want it to look bold. So I'm going to stamp it off a wee bit there actually, because I think I hit that a little bit too hard. Again, I got this stamp on AliExpress and I really like it. I've got a block stamp that I got off Etsy that's the same idea, which I really like. But I like the fact that I can curl this to do the little bits at a time, which obviously I can't do with the blocked version. I don't put this on a stamping block, obviously. If I was to try and stamp the whole thing, I probably would, but let's try take that off before it never comes off. But yeah, if I was trying to stamp the whole thing, I probably would put it on some sort of surface. This is like the only block I have, and it's obviously not big enough, but so that's what we have so far. And I may get whatever it's called, a label. Just got my little label book here. Don't have many. I need to actually print off a bunch. But I've not been able to get to the library and I don't have a printer. But I've got those ones from Tracy Fox and Nick the Booksmith sitting in my cart. And obviously because I've not gotten to the post office, there's been not the post office, the library, there's been no point in me buying it, as I can't print it off. But I'm hoping to get there after my surgery and I've healed up a bit, and then hopefully I'll be fit again. Prayers are welcome and appreciated. I have pretty severe endometriosis, which is a condition of the womb that causes a lot of cramping and pain, and it's hard to explain, but it's sore and I need surgery to clean out my organs as they've kind of stuck together because it causes excess tissue to grow outside the womb. So I'm going to get surgery for that, and hopefully afterwards I will be fit and able to do all the fun things that I want to do. I don't know. I like to layer things, but at the same time I don't know. Maybe that's messing me up. Do you want something different? I got these in a set of like lots of different colours and textures and things like that on AliExpress as well, and I really like it. It just was basically lots of different styles of tea-dyed paper, and I really like the set. And I actually think it had quite a lot of papers. I've only bought the one once and I've not ran out yet. I'm going to distress this with ground espresso because the edges here are quite dark. But hopefully by the time you see this video, I'll be well on my way to recovery. Or recovered would be nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with this one. Don't want to stick this on top. No. Or do I want one that's got a little clip? These are stickers. I'm pretty sure this came in the same kind of pack or one of the packs. I'm so indecisive. I think I prefer that actually. Again, I'm going to distress it with the ground espresso. Probably would use walnut stain, but it's not here, it's over by my bed in my drawer. I have my bedside table is a small set of chest of drawers, and I keep pretty much my day-to-day craft supplies in there, so anything that I would normally just reach for regularly I keep in those drawers for when I'm crafting away in my bed. And they're an absolute atrocious mess because I just kind of rummage through them when I'm trying to find something. I might put a little stamp here because it has a little, if you look there, it's got like a little faded stamp bit there. So I might put a little stamp on there. I don't know if I've got one that's that small, but I will check. Because I still want to kind of see that wee stampy bit's there. Oh, actually, I do have little tiny ones somewhere. Where are they? There we go. So I've got a little tiny one right here. I would say that's too small. Dang, damn it. How about you? That might work. One of the wee Tim Holtz ones. I'm just going to stick that down. So that's that done. And obviously my letter would go in here once I've written it. And then this will go back in the pocket like so. And then obviously they could use that envelope as an embellishment as well if they wanted to. So that's 2 done. I've still got a few things that I need to add to the other one, but that's 2 folders done and 1 to go. Again, I'm sorry if you've given me suggestions, but I really do want to get these finished before I go in for surgery, and that's only about 5 days away, so I want to get those finished while I can. So I'll still record me finishing the next one, but obviously it won't have your suggestions as I haven't even aired the first video yet. But hopefully these aren't too annoyed at that. And obviously, like I said, I'll be making more lap books, and I'll be making another one of these for my daughter, for when we're out and about and stuff like that, for her to just kind of travel with. So obviously I can put your suggestions in that one and then just show you when I'm done. And obviously if you want me to do a lap book video, let me know. But that's it from me today, and hopefully you enjoyed this little series, and I will start the next one very soon, and I'll hopefully see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!